What's up, everyone? This is Chris from Two Ton Gaming. And we decided we are going to make this quick little trailer of a sort of brief history on Two Ton Gaming and where it came about, the name, the members, so on and so forth. And there's going to be lots of these small videos, and in this one, or chapter 1 if you would like, we're going to do just a not so brief, but I'll try to keep it as quick as possible on how we came about. My real name is Christopher Lincoln, and I go by the handle McBuddha on most all games. About in 2013, I started streaming on Twitch at twitch.tv/McBuddha12. And it went fairly well, I guess. I did it for about 8 months-ish, and I had a bunch of friends and family members and some random other people that just randomly stopped by and said hi. And I got an idea in my head, because I really like listening to podcasts. I listen to the RT podcast, The Patch, Joe Rogan's. I listen to a bunch of podcasts. That I would like to do my own podcast. It doesn't take a whole bunch of effort. They're easy enough to edit. And, you know, I love video games. And what better format to do it than talking with my friends and recording it and posting it. Fairly simple, I thought. I first started with who I thought would be the best pick to do this with, which was my older brother Jeremy, who is a part of Two Ton Gaming. He goes by Links, and you can see him on Twitch every now and again at twitch.tv/LINCXX, I believe. To see if he would like to do a podcast with me once every 2 weeks or so. And he's 10 years my elder. He's got a wife. He's got 3 beautiful children. And full-time job. Full-time dad, obviously. So he didn't think he would have enough time to dedicate to do the podcast. And at the time, I was thinking it was going to be called the Lincoln Brothers Podcast. If you listen to any of our past podcasts, you might have heard some of this before. So bear with me. And then I set out to look for other people who would maybe want to do a podcast. So my next obvious choices were my closest friends. So I asked Ray, who's Rain Man. As some of you may know, he does a lot of podcasts. He's in a lot of our YouTube videos. And he was, of course, down for it. He's a producer, video game producer for a company. He's very knowledgeable in the field. I thought, great, he'll make a great person. I then went to TJ, who goes by the #1 infidel on almost everything. And if you listen to our podcast or watch any of our videos or our series Achieve It on YouTube, you will definitely recognize these names. And he was on board. So right there, I had a great start. I then went to my best friend and current roommate, John, who you can usually see sitting in, oops, wrong way, this chair right here. This is his chair. This is, if I pan the camera a little bit, that's his setup. Sorry if I just got real loud. Leaned real close to the mic. He's very knowledgeable about video games and complete enthusiast like I am. So right there, I had my 4 people that I absolutely knew I wanted to do the podcast with. But I couldn't call it the Lincoln Brothers Podcast anymore because I was the only Lincoln. And it just didn't make sense to name it after myself. So after a while, we started adding more and more people. Excuse me. And we currently have our founders, who are me, Ray, John, and TJ. Sorry if I'm glancing over. I had to look to see all their names. I have it on our website, twotongaming.com. Check it out. In between the 4 of us, we had more than 100 years of gaming experience. I'm 28 currently. I've been gaming since I could hold a controller, so since like 3, when we had an NES. So that's 25 years by myself, and I'm the second youngest out of all of those guys, so been gaming a long time. My brother then wanted in, and he's been helping out. You can see him in one of our most popular video, which is the Call Me Maybe video on YouTube, which is a video in the DayZ, where we make a bunch of guys sing Call Me Maybe, or We'll Kill Them. It's a fun video. You should look it up. And he is, like I said, 10 years my elders, and he's been gaming since video games have been around. So he's got more than 30 plus years of gaming on his side. I then branched out to try to find more people and more of my friends. So we picked up the Derek's. Derek, Final Flash Me, Hudson Butcher, from Oregon. Or he lives in Oregon currently. And he also goes by Boss. So if you ever hear us referencing the name Boss, that's who that is. And then Derek Tankus Prime Wells, we picked up. He lives in California. And both of them are in their late 20s and early 30s. So that's another 50 plus years of gaming. And at this point, I thought to myself, let's try to make this a business. There's plenty of YouTubers and Twitch streamers who, I'm not going to put anyone on blast, that I don't particularly find entertaining, but they make tons and tons of money. Their fans love them to death, and that is awesome. I think Twitch is amazing. I love streaming on Twitch. I do it almost every day. I like making YouTube videos with my friends, and all that stuff. And I was like, let's make this a thing. So obviously we didn't have the name 2-Ton Gaming yet. So I took everyone's weight into consideration, me being the heaviest. I've never been, I mean, when I was real little, I was real skinny, but I've always been a big guy. Ray was a big guy for a while. TJ's, I guess, kind of big. He says he's big, and I don't believe it. Tankus is, or was, a little bit heavier. So I took all of our weights, and we were about a ton, or we were close to 2 tons, and I was just like, 2-Ton Gaming? And people were like, sure, why not? I think before that we were the Renegade Republic, which was stupid. And then we were the League of Face-Owning Gentlemen, which was too long. And all these were at one point our League of Legends team names. We were the Professors of Delivery for a real long time. But I didn't want to ride any of the past success any of those teams might have had. Wanted it brand new. Wanted to start it with my friends and see how far we can make it. So this was late 2013, early 2014. We made a Twitch channel, which you can see us on 2-Ton Gaming, or twitch.tv 2-Ton Gaming. And we just recently hit 700 people. It took about a year and a half to 2 years to get that. Which is crazy to me that there's, you know, minus like 50 of those who are probably friends and family and the such, that there's 650 people out there who know who we are. I'm not the only person who streams on our Twitch channel. Sometimes John does, sometimes TJ does, which makes us a little bit different than some other channels, because we got a bunch of people. And they all can stream, and sometimes they do. And when I stream, I usually have one of the other people with me. So if you can't see them, you can at least hear their voices. I'm a gamer. And I love video games, and I specifically love playing video games with my friends. Always makes the journey more fun when you can just BS with your friends and play some games. After we picked up the Derek's, we noticed we were quite guy-heavy. And a lot of my friends showed interest in doing the podcasts and stuff, and they had backgrounds in editing, some of them. So the next person we added was Zach, who you've seen on several of our podcasts. He's always at our charity events, and overall good guy. He's always willing to help. He has streamed on the channel before. He just got moved up to... It's not really like a raise or anything, because we don't get paid to do this, obviously. We just do this for fun. But he takes care of all of the note-taking during our little team meetings. He takes care of who donated how much money and all that stuff. Super awesome to have him around. I love playing games with him. I've been friends with him since college. Great guy. And then we picked up Marty and Jenna, who are our resident couple in the group. Jenna has an art background. So she's really helpful when it comes to pointing out what we can change and what we can have better artistically. And like right now when I stream, you can see all this behind me, which we're trying to change. We're trying to get into a better spot. Some people don't want to see all this clutter. Like you can see hookah stuff here and over there, and our TV and our couches and our front door. And you see everything, and we're fixing it. We're trying to make it better for everybody. And she brought a lot of artistic value to the thing. I also have a background in art, and for a long time, you know, you need sort of like a logo, I guess. We kind of try to approach it from a business standpoint, or brand recognition, if you will, and we came up with, you can see it right there. This is our watermark, which is the hammer and anvil. And if you're part of the followers on Twitch, you know that we call them the Anvil Army. Great group of guys. We did our first raid the other day. We raided some channel who had like 20 followers. He only had one person watching them. We gave him 50 new people, which is like nothing really in the long run. Hopefully we made that guy's day. Anyway, back to who we recruited next. You can see all of our old logos on our website, by the way, if anyone's interested. That's not our main logo, by the way, the hammer and anvil. That's just our watermark. Our actual one's much better. Anyway, we picked up Marty and Jenna, and Marty has a background in editing. It's what he went to college for. Excited to use him. He's been in the group for a while, but we don't usually send him anything yet. You know, we're getting around to being slightly more popular and more demand for our videos to come out. Not a bunch, mind you. We're not super popular. We only have like 100 people on YouTube, like 700 people on Twitch, like I said. So we're not like, ooh, but, you know, every now and again we get some people going, oh man, you guys should do another hookah video, or another Achieve It, or another Scared Straight. And, you know, we're people pleasers. After we picked up those two, we picked up my friend Pat, who was originally from Michigan. He currently lives in Carolina. He's been in a couple of the videos, not too many, but he's a full-time special ed teacher. And, you know, he's got 2 little girls, so he's, you know, he's a little bit harder to get a hold of. And then we picked up Jordan, who is our resident dungeon crawler guy. He does a lot of dungeon crawling games. And then recently we picked up Arnold, or Toybox. You can go to twitch.tv/Toybox, TOYB0XX, or T0YBOXX. It's one or the other. I'll put all the links in the description below, obviously. And he did a couple of videos for us. He's a great guy to have around. He's very knowledgeable in the field. So with all those people added, it gave us like 200 plus years of gaming experience. Not that any of us were, you know, we're not saying we're the best video game players of all time, but what we love to do and what we're striving to do is to make two-tone gaming a business. And thanks to you guys, the people who are our fans, if I can say that we have any diehard fans, I don't know. You know, we do get emails occasionally from some of you, which is super awesome. Please email us whenever you would like. You guys make great comments. You guys keep me company when I'm gaming. Much appreciative, even if it's only a few of you out there. Thank you guys so much. So like I said, we're trying to make this into a business. And right now we're really fixed on a charity gaming group, which is we do, once a year, we do Extra Life. In the last 3 years, we've raised just over $10,000. Which isn't a bunch, but it's a bunch for a bunch of nobodies, I think, at least. And we're doing it again this year. We're going to make another little video just like this. Me and John are going to sit down, tell you about the event, what you can expect. So hopefully that'll be fun. And we noticed that's what we really like to do. We really like helping out our community. And not just the gaming community, but where we live. A lot of us were born at Flint's, which is Flint, Michigan, Hurley's Children's Hospital. I was born there. I think John was. Ray definitely was. TJ was. A bunch of us. And they took care of my friend Francis when he got into a car accident. It's a great children's hospital, but it's in a crummy area. If you know anything about Flint, you know it sucks. So, raising money for those sick kids kind of gave us a purpose almost. And that's all we want to do is help our community, both in gaming and not gaming, in any way we can. And, yeah. I think that's Two Ton Gaming in a nutshell. We're basically a podcast / gaming charity group who is striving to become a gaming company. yeah, I think that about covers everything. Obviously our roster changes all the time. You know, people don't think they're participating enough and they leave. Other people want in. You know, things will happen. I take it as it comes. You know, like I said, we don't get paid to do this at all. Sometimes we get like a $10 donation, which is very much appreciated, excuse me. But super not necessary. We do this for fun. And when we do the charity events, you know, we don't get that money. That goes straight to the Children's Miracle Network, who sends it to Hurley. So, yeah. I'm trying to think if I forgot to say anything. I think I mentioned everyone on the team. If there's anyone on the team I didn't mention, I'm so sorry. If there's any tips or recommendations or comments you want to leave, go ahead and just put them down below. If you want to subscribe to any of our channels, feel free to do so. We have a Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. There you go. And we have a Tumblr, but I don't think anything's on it, so don't waste your time. You can find all the links to these at 210gaming.com if you would like to go check that out. You can find out a little bit more about us, but if you don't want to do that and you'd rather watch a video, stay tuned, because I'm forcing everyone in the group to make a little tiny video, or at least anyone I can get to do one, describing who they are and what they do for the company and just general background stuff. So stay tuned for all those videos, and here very soon me and John will be doing a upcoming charity event. I'm going to try to post this on 10/14 of 2015. That means in 2 weeks we have a gaming charity event. So please, guys, come to that. Donate anything you can, whether it's $1 or a quarter or $100 or however much you want. I promise you it's for a good cause. It's going through Extra Life. If you don't know what Extra Life is, go check them out. They have a Twitter. They have a website. And I guess that's it for this video. Like I said, I'm Chris from 210 Gaming, and this was just a not-so-brief history on what we've done in the last 2 years. So hopefully we'll be around for 2 more, and you guys will continue to watch us and support us throughout the, our timeline. Thank you guys so much. We will see you in the next video, where I'll be dressed just like this, telling you a little bit more about me. See you guys.